The magical adventures of the curious children. The spark of curiosity. Once upon a time in a cozy little village, there lived a group of curious children. Every night they gathered around a warm fire, eager to hear stories that would take them on magical adventures. One evening, as the stars twinkled brightly, a wise old owl perched nearby. "Tonight," he hooted, "I will tell you about the wonders of electricity." The children gasped in excitement. They had always wondered how the lights in their homes flickered on and off. The owl began to explain Faraday's laws, but in a way that made the children giggle and gasp. "Imagine," he said, "that every time you flip a switch, tiny fairies called electrons dance through wires, lighting up your world." The children's eyes sparkled with wonder, and they begged for more. Little did they know, this was just the beginning of their electrifying adventure. The Enchanted Wire Forest. The next day, the children decided to explore the Enchanted Wire Forest, where they believed the electrons lived. As they wandered deeper into the forest, they noticed that the trees were made of shimmering wires, and the leaves sparkled like tiny light bulbs. Suddenly, they heard a buzzing sound. "Look!" shouted Mia, pointing at a group of electrons dancing joyfully around a glowing tree. The electrons noticed the children and invited them to join their dance. "To dance with us, you must learn the secret of Faraday's first law," they chirped. The children listened closely as the electrons explained how a changing magnetic field could create electricity. With each twirl and spin, the children felt the magic of knowledge flowing through them. They laughed and danced, feeling more connected to the world around them than ever before. The Great Generator Challenge. After their enchanting dance, the electrons challenged the children to create their own electricity. "You must build a generator," they exclaimed. The children were excited but a little nervous. They gathered sticks, stones, and shiny bits of metal from the forest. With the help of the electrons, they learned how to spin a wheel to create a magnetic field. As they worked together, they remembered the owl's words about Faraday's second law. "The faster you spin, the more electricity you make." They cheered. Finally, with a triumphant shout, they completed their generator. When they turned it on, a bright light illuminated the forest, and the electrons danced around them in delight. The children felt proud and accomplished, knowing they had harnessed the magic of electricity. The mysterious lightning storm. Just as the children celebrated their success, dark clouds began to gather above the enchanted wire forest. "Oh no, a lightning storm is coming!" cried Leo. The electrons warned them, "Lightning is nature's electricity. It follows the same rules as we do." The children huddled together, feeling both scared and excited. They remembered the owl's stories about how lightning could be harnessed. "We need to find shelter," shouted Mia. They ran to a nearby cave where they discovered ancient drawings of lightning and electricity. The children studied the drawings and learned about Faraday's third law, how lightning could be captured and turned into energy. As the storm raged outside, they felt a sense of wonder and bravery, knowing they were learning the secrets of the universe. The Festival of Lights. When the storm passed, the children emerged from the cave to find the forest transformed. The trees glowed with vibrant colors, and the electrons were preparing for the Festival of Lights. "Tonight we celebrate the magic of electricity," they announced. The children were invited to help decorate the forest with glowing lanterns and sparkling lights. As they worked, they shared stories about their adventures and the lessons they had learned about electricity. The festival began, and the forest lit up with dazzling displays of light. The children danced and sang, feeling the warmth of friendship and knowledge surrounding them. They realized that electricity was not just about lights and machines. It was about connection, creativity, and the joy of learning together. The journey to the electric castle. As the festival ended, the electrons revealed a secret, a hidden electric castle where the greatest inventions were created. "Would you like to visit?" they asked eagerly. The children nodded, their hearts racing with excitement. They followed the electrons through a winding path that sparkled with energy. When they arrived at the electric castle, they were amazed by the inventions inside: flying machines, glowing gardens, and even a rainbow generator. The electrons explained how each invention was powered by the principles of electricity. The children marveled at the creativity and imagination that brought these wonders to life. They learned that with curiosity and knowledge, They could create their own inventions one day. The castle was a place of dreams where anything was possible with the magic of electricity. The return home. As the sun began to set, it was time for the children to return home. The electrons gathered around them, grateful for the joy and laughter they had shared. "Remember, the magic of electricity is within you," they said. The children promised to carry the lessons they had learned back to their village. As they walked home, they talked excitedly about their adventures and the wonders of electricity. They couldn't wait to share their stories with their families and friends. That night, as they snuggled into their beds, they felt a warm glow in their hearts, knowing that curiosity and imagination could light up their world. And from that day on, they became the storytellers of their village, inspiring others to explore the magical world of science and adventure. And so the curious children lived happily ever after, forever enchanted by the magic of electricity and the power of their dreams.